All right, so the Nimble News, there is a search on for a missing student. That's the Manchester High School, Jaden Smith. Firefighters and police are working together to locate him. Jaden has been missing since last Friday. Well, this is concerning situation, and the community efforts to find Jaden are commendable. The police and firefighters are working tirelessly to ensure his safe return. Prayers are with his family. In the meantime, the Ministry of Health and Wellness is considering a pilot program for an injectable drug to prevent HIV. Injectable drug to prevent HIV. Of course, they're hailing that as a genuine chance to end the global epidemic. Drug for HIV coming to Jamaica. This actually is a significant step towards taking or tackling the HIV epidemic in Jamaica. This injectable drug could potentially revolutionize HIV prevention and treatment. All right. The Ministry of Health is overseas, and very commendable. The Ministry of Health and Wellness considering a pilot program for an injectable drug. Nimble News on Politics Plus. In the meantime, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is raising concerns about the mid-year surge in suicide. Mid-year surge in suicide. They are warning that the island could face a worsening crisis if urgent interventions are not stepped up. So the JCF is saying that we have to have urgent interventions, or we could see increase in suicides. Listeners, mental health is a critical issue that requires attention and action. The police effort highlights the concern, and they're also promoting awareness and support. Mental health, very serious. And finally, the Jamaican economy is projected to grow between 3 and 4% in the third quarter. 3 to 4%. This growth could have very positive implications for the country's development. All right, so welcome again. Last night, I made an assessment of the PNP's shadow cabinet. I'm going to get to some other news soon. Made an assessment of the cabinet. But let me ask you a question. The concept of a shadow cabinet in Westminster is to mirror the government. So last night I did a comparative analysis of the shadow cabinet. A shadow cabinet is a mirror. What is a shadow? The shadow is from the original. If you're going to shadow something, then you are staying attached to what is real. So a shadow cabinet really is to mirror the executive. Last night, my comrade friends were happy and they commended me. Tonight, they're not going to be happy. What Mark Golding announced on Monday is not a shadow cabinet. What was announced by the People's National Party is not a shadow cabinet. You have to go call it something else. It's not a shadow cabinet. And you know, it appears as if the PNP is confused. It's either the PNP is confused, or they are the government non-elected. That is not a shadow cabinet, Mr. Golding. My PNP friends are texting me. They don't have, they don't. This, no, I'm not going to let it go. What was announced on Monday is not a shadow cabinet. No make nobody fool you. It's not a shadow cabinet. It's something else. It may be a team of spokespersons, but it's not a shadow cabinet. It cannot be a shadow if it does not align with the cabinet. You can't call it shadow if it is disassociated from the original cabinet. One of the reasons, you see, why the opposition cannot announce a shadow cabinet before the government is that the opposition responds to the government's executive. What was announced on Monday is not a shadow cabinet. That's not a cabinet. That's not a shadow cabinet. I don't see how you can have a cabinet, a shadow cabinet, larger than the original cabinet. If you are going to shadow, then you have to be in alignment with the original. Don't you think so, listeners? So what was announced? The People's National Party seem to be confused. I don't know what's happening to them. You see, the challenge, you know, is that the opposition don't realize that they are opposition. The shadow cabinet is neither shadowing nor mimicking. And you know, I hear them now talking about chairing parliamentary committees. Mr. Holness, don't go there. No go there so. Government must chair, government members must chair these committees. Opposition is opposition, government is government. No make the PNP. No make the PNP behave like I said, them are the government. Because they're not the government, they are the opposition. Mr. Golding is not the Prime Minister. Time come. Time come. So what you see happening here, in my view, is total confusion. It is not accepting the role of opposition. What Mr. Golding is attempting to do is to create a second government. Mr. Golding, time come. Time come to play the role that Westminster, or Westminster, whatever you want to call it, acknowledges in our democracy. Stop taking people for fool. No shut the cabinet, no announce. And I would give the PNP a little bit of advice. Withdraw this group of people and announce a proper shadow cabinet. Withdraw it, Mr. Golding. I don't know what happened to. I don't know what happened. Mr. Golding should withdraw this. This is not a shadow cabinet. And you know, I don't hear anyone from the Jamaica Labour Party talking about it. Uncle me. In chance. This is what this. This is what is going on in Jamaica. No shadow cabinet, no announce. This group should be withdrawn. This is a disrespect. It is a disrespect. Madness. You have to mimic, you have to shadow what the government put out. If you are going to call it a shadow cabinet, then the ministries, the ministers that the government have in place, they individually need to have someone shadowing them. The government can't have 20 ministers and the opposition have 36 shadow spokespersons. That is rubbish. That's pure confusion. Withdraw it, Mr. Golding. Withdraw this and announce a proper shadow cabinet. I'm going to have to send someone up to Hope Road, you know, because I'm not going too good. You know, I don't want to spend too much time on it, you know, but the PNP's 36 member, quote unquote, shadow cabinet raises serious concerns about its effectiveness in shadowing the government. Cabinet may seen as a separate governance structure rather than a complementary one. A shadow cabinet is to complement that of the government. if you are going to be an effective opposition, you begin by first appointing a mirror governance structure, not a separate one, because there is only one government. Instead of focusing on holding the government accountable, the shadow cabinet appears to be competing with the government. That is not the role of the shadow cabinet, to get into a competition with the government. Its role is to hold the government accountable. And so without a clear mirroring of the ministries, what you want is someone to mirror, to shadow labor and social security. That's what you want. So the government announces that it has a minister of labor and social security. The opposition needs a shadow minister of labor and social security. Argument done. You don't need to confuse the thing. Because that is how the opposition is going to effectively hold the ministers accountable. In the Westminster system, or Westminster, effective governance involves collaboration and accountability between government and opposition. A shadow cabinet mirrors the government's cabinet. And when you look at the PNP's shadow cabinet, it is a bunch of confusion. You don't know who I say what, who is speaking on what, and it's 36 people falling over each other. All you need to do is to look at the executive and appoint someone to shadow them. That's it. When you come into government, if you are elected, you have the latitude at that time to change ministries, add ministries, based on your policy objectives, based on your priorities. But as an opposition, to be diverting, to be appointing, to be calling out new names, and to me is an alternate. It's almost like you want to run a second government. The problem is that the opposition in Jamaica is not being held accountable. There is a lot of focus on the government, but the opposition is not being held accountable. They too are being paid to be opposition. The opposition leader is, I think, the second highest paid parliamentarian. Why isn't he being held accountable? TVJ no see this. Say no shadow cabinet no announce. Why is the opposition leader not being asked, where is the shadow cabinet? We don't have a shadow cabinet. Yeah? So opposition members of parliament don't get paid. And when Mark Golding, said the shadow cabinet, they're not, they won't be costing taxpayers any money. That's not true, really. Because they are members of parliament that are part of the shadow cabinet. Taxpayers pay them. You have to shadow the specific ministries. Comrades, let me see if I can find the shadow cabinet, and And can somebody post the the cabinet for the government for me, please? Can somebody help me with that? PA, can you help me with that? Just give me a minute there, listeners. Just give me a minute. Okay, all right. In the government, who is the Minister of Defense and Constitutional Affairs? Who is that? There is no minister. The Prime Minister is the Minister of Defense. Constitutional Affairs is at Justice. So therefore, Mr. Golding will shadow the Prime Minister, and he will shadow Justice. Julian Robinson is shadowing Finance and the Public Service. Peter Bunting is shadowing Productivity, Efficiency, and Competitiveness. We don't have such a ministry in Jamaica. Who is Peter Bunting shadowing? Who? Do we have a Ministry of Productivity, Efficiency, and Competitiveness? Is it a shadow cabinet? Is it a shadow cabinet or is it not? Am I misleading? Yes. The observer said Golding announces PNP shadow cabinet. So it is a shadow cabinet. So then, who is the Minister of Productivity, Efficiency, and Competitiveness? Who in the government is that minister? So who is Mr. Bunting shadowing? Dayton Campbell is shadowing Agriculture, Fisheries, and Food Security. We don't have that ministry in Jamaica. It's a shadow of a shadow. This is a shadow of a shadow. It's a nothingness. Anthony Hilton is shadowing Trade, Industry, and Global Logistics. We don't have that ministry in Jamaica. We do not have that ministry in Jamaica. So this shadow cabinet needs to be withdrawn. We not have that. Yeah, okay, we have it here. Andrea Perkis is shadowing Tourism and Linkages. We don't have that ministry in Jamaica. Nikisha Burchell, Creative Industries, Culture, and Information. We don't have that ministry in Jamaica. We have a Ministry of Education, Youth, and Information. That's what we have. The minister there is Dana Morris Dixon. Who is shadowing her? Christopher Brown is to shadow Science, Technology, and Digital Transformation. We don't have a Ministry of Science, Technology, and Digital Information in Jamaica. We don't have that ministry. So who are they shadowing? Angela Brownberg, she's shadowing Social Protection and Social Transformation. What the hell is that? What is social protection and social transformation? Which minister? PA, send me the cabinet of Jamaica, please. Which minister in Jamaica? Which ministry we have in Jamaica called Science, Technology, and Digital Transformation? What on God's earth is Christopher Brown? Christopher Brown, you listening? What are you shadowing, sir? Who are you shadowing? Damian Crawford is shadowing Early Childhood Development.
Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting.
No, sir.
can't believe me. Hi. Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting. Oh, gosh. I can't believe me. Hi. Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting.
Let's get back to it, please. don't tell me that. All right. So Damian Crawford, he's shadowing early childhood development, education, and we have a Ministry of Early Childhood Development. So this may be an aspiration of the PNP. It's not a shadowing. We don't have that. Well, they get one right. Health and wellness, Alfred Dawes. Well, that's commendations, Mr. Golden, that you got that one right. Yeah. Wavell Hines, he is shadowing labor and sports. We have a labor and sports ministry in Jamaica. Who is the Minister of Labor and Sports in Jamaica? We have a Minister of Labor, who is Pernell Charles. We have a Minister of Gender, Entertainment and Sports. That's Babsy Grange. So, Wavell Hines is to shadow Mr. Charles and Babsy. Is what this? Is this for real? And then you have Denise Daly, gender and elderly persons with no, laugh again. This is
This is all very exciting.
gender, the elderly and persons with disabilities. That is a ministry in Jamaica. You are going to shadow gender, the elderly and persons with disability. Can somebody tell me who is the minister of elderly and persons with disabilities? I think that falls under local government. And so we have a Ministry of Gender Affairs, which is Babsy, but elderly and disabilities no fall under Desmond. So who is Denise Daly shadowing? Babsy and Desmond? It's who put the cabinet, it's who put the shadow cabinet together, my lord. My lord, who put the cabinet together? Dr. Kenneth Russell, Rural and Community Development. Is there a Minister of Rural and Community Development in Jamaica? I don't know that. What is that? Community development falls under local government and rural development, I think. So you have this is absurd. This is so confusing, it is not even funny. Luther and Cousins, land settlement and titling. Which minister in Jamaica is in charge? Which ministry do we have in charge of land settlement and titling? Dennis Gordon, urban renewal and redevelopment. That not sound like who do that in the government? I'm confused. I am confused with this thing here. Water and special projects is Ian Hales. Special project is up at the Prime Minister's office. Water is at Samuda. Environment and climate resilience, Omar Newell. See the same confusion there again? Because we have a minister of water and climate something. No, PA. Huh? So here are the, let me finish with this. Housing and sustainable living. What on God's earth is that? What is sustainable living? Chat GPT that for me now, make a find out what is sustainable living. Housing and sustainable living? What the God name is this? Huh? Let me ask me. What is that? Foreign, regional, and diaspora affairs. We have that. Local government and participatory democracy. Based on what I see here, there are 4 people that are shadowing Desmond McKenzie. 4. Isaac Buchanan is doing youth and human rights. Youth is at education. Human rights is at justice. So he's shadowing education. So he and Damian Crawford paths are going to have to cross here. It's a confused. This is why I tell you something. This is a poor start by the People's National Party. All they needed to have done is to shadow the government's executive. And let me tell you what the ministers are. The government. Yes. Let me tell you what those are. There is national security and peace. Who is the opposition spokesman on national security and peace? Who? Minister of Tourism. There is the Minister of Health and Wellness. There is, you know them, Gender, Entertainment and Sports. Then there is Ministry of Justice, Minister of Education and Skills and Youth Information, Industry, Investment and Commerce, Local Government, Social Security, Labor, Transport and Works, Minister of Housing and Water. That's it. That's it. So what is it that we're having? Scratchy, come here. Come here, Scratchy. Time is going. We're going till 9 o'clock. This is pure confusion. As I said, it don't appear as if the PNP really thought through this cabinet. I think the PNP shadow cabinet raises concerns about its effectiveness in shadowing the government. They cannot shadow the government, because to do so, you have to mirror the government. That's how you're going to promote accountability and synergy in government. Not to have your own spokespersons and call it a shadow cabinet. It's okay if you want to say you have a council of spokespersons. You can do that, but you can't call it a shadow cabinet if it does not mirror what the government puts in place. So the government put in for them cabinet. What you want to do now is to put up yours, the ministers, shadow ministers. That's what they are, shadow ministers. You understand? You understand me? So that they are shadowing them. Okay? So you need if the government cabinet is 20, the opposition must put 20. Right? Same things. Not because they're not government. Anyway, Navi.
Night, neighbor.
Hello, how are you?
I am great. I just came on because I heard this conversation about the shadow cabinet.
Let me ask you a question. Navi, you're a student at Harvard. You should know. What is a shadow?
So a shadow cabinet is basically
no. Hold on, my bright student. Not a shadow cabinet. What is a shadow?
Oh, neighbor, the shadow is basically the thing like it'll be the person or the ministry behind the one that is currently in government. So you basically you have you and then you have your shadow behind it. It's just basically you, but it's just basically you again. If you understand what I'm saying.
I do understand. And therefore, if you are going to you see, one of the things that I want the listeners to understand is that we operate under the Westminster system of government. And that is you know, that is how democracy operates. And so if you are going to name a shadow cabinet, you know, have to look at the ones you have, the original.
Yes, have a reflection. So it's to be a reflection of the government's cabinet, basically. So it should be 19 of them.
Then not make sense, man.
Yeah, it should be 19 of them. But let me tell you something, neighbor. You see,
Before you tell me something. Why then? Is it that the PNP is it the PNP that has called this a shadow cabinet, or is it the media? Because this is not a shadow.
No, he said it was a shadow cabinet. It came from the opposition leaders direct. He said that directly, that this is shadow cabinet. And one thing I found dishonest, neighbor, is him saying, oh, this will be at no cost of the Jamaican people. Never in history has a shadow cabinet been the cost of the Jamaican people.
That's not entirely correct either. That's not entirely correct either, Navi. The opposition leader is the second highest paid parliamentarian. He's a member of the shadow cabinet. So is Dayton Campbell, so is Damian Crawford, so is Alfred Dawes, so is Nikisha Burchell. They are part of the shadow cabinet. They are parliamentarians. They are being paid by the taxpayers of Jamaica.
Yes, neighbor, I know. I'm just saying that he's putting up a front like they get a different money for being being shadow cabinet ministers. That's what he's trying to say.
Did you know, listeners and Navi, that a senator gets about $148,000 every time they go to the Senate for one sitting?
Yes, neighbor, they get a good salary.
A senator is getting close to $150,000 every week. So every sitting they go, they pick up $140,000. So the taxpayers of Jamaica is paying this shadow cabinet now. If they are senators or parliamentarians, taxpayers are paying them. But let's go back to the mirror. We are being shortchanged here, Navi. And to be offered this as a shadow cabinet is a sham.
Neighbor, I just think that some of them were just made up. Some of them feels made up, and the rest could have been a part of another ministry. Like gender and elderly persons. Why is that a split ministry? What is even local government and participatory democracy? What is that?
I don't know what the hell is it. I don't know what it is.
Why is housing
Creative
and sustainable living not
industries,
in land
culture,
titling?
or watch it. Creative industries. Now, which of the ministries in Jamaica deal with creative industries?
I think that
Creative
will come
industries, culture, and
under.
information. What the hell is that?
I think that will the
I
creative
don't.
industries would come under tourism, right, neighbor? That is tourism, the creative
Well, all right. So
industries, or
Nikisha Burton will shadow tourism,
Delado's ministry.
culture. Where is culture with Babsy? No, now Babsy, are you there now? Navi? My God, what's happening to this? Hello? What's happening here, man? Navi? Oh boy, I tell you the truth. This is crazy. This is crazy. Why is she doing this? All right, so to tell you how absurd this thing is, Miss Nikisha Burchell, creative industries is tourism, she said. Culture is with Babsy, and information is with Dana Morris. So 3 ministers she will have to shadow. 3. Okay? Denise, gender, the elderly, and persons with disabilities. Is 2 ministries that. What is the sense of this? We lost Navi.
Okay, neighbor, I'm back. I was cut off.
You were what?
That the internet went out.
In your place where you live?
Like it gone. It just went out. As I was saying, neighbor, Nikisha's ministry is literally just tourism. The creative industry sector, the tourism enhancement board literally have a program exactly for that. So that is just tourism. Why are we giving it a different name? That is literally just tourism and land settlements and titling,
No, what I'm
neighbor.
saying to you, hold on though, but then she's covering culture, which is a different ministry in the government.
Yes, neighbor, because the
And then
creative
she's
industry
also covering,
falls
hold on,
under
no, then
culture.
she's also covering
I think the
information.
creative industry falls under culture, man.
Yeah, it falls under culture and entertainment. That's what I'm saying. It falls under the government literally has a whole section for that, neighbor, in the culture and entertainment sector. Babsy, hear me. Ed Bartlett literally has, is it TADCO or the Tourism Enhancement Board, Scratchy? They have a whole program for that, for creative industries. So I don't know why they want to split it. I don't know, neighbor.
Yeah, anyway, what else is happening to you there, Navi? Or are things? What else is on your mind?
Oh, neighbor, I saw the justice spokesperson, Miss Zulika Jess, coming out to say that the government setting the years for using a fake firearm to do criminal intent or perform criminal acts, that the charges are too high. But I think that the government is saying that they place these charges and the amount of years of sentences because they're saying that the human life is valuable, and they're trying to set that precedent in the country to say that lives are valuable and you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do.
Our internet is poor. Mute her there for me. Scratchy, good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, neighbor. Good evening, viewers and everyone on the panel.
Scratchy, I don't know if you have had time to look at this PNP's shadow cabinet. It is in my view a confused list.
Neighbor, I must say from that list was released, neighbor, I was saying the same thing, neighbor. I was saying that why the opposition is operating as if they are the government. You come and change name of ministries and stuff like that. You don't the opposition, you don't have that luxury, neighbor. You are supposed to follow the government. You don't have the luxury of renaming any form of ministry.
Absolutely. And that's the point I'm making. Scratchy, people need to understand that the system of government that we have in Jamaica recognizes a government and an opposition. The opposition, Scratchy, is the alternative government, correct?
Exactly.
They are the watchdog, they hold the government accountable. So you cannot have an opposition announcing a shadow cabinet before the government announces the cabinet.
Exactly.
So it is upon hearing the announcement of the cabinet that you present your shadow ministers. They are shadow ministers, Scratchy. They are not ministers. What this suggests is that the opposition seem to want to have their own government.
Exactly. And neighbor, only the governing party have the opportunity or the luxury, neighbor, to tweet or rename any form of ministry. The opposition doesn't have that luxury, neighbor. The opposition must follow suit in whatever name the government give to these ministry. You follow that, you shadow that, sir. And you act according to that. You don't commit any type of madness and confuse the country more than all the people are already confused already.
Because quite frankly, Scratchy, Mr. Golden he can always have his ideas for when he forms government.
Exactly. When you form government, you commit these names.
No, you don't really have no choice in the matter. What you have to do is to support and follow the government. Scratchy, this is a conflict.
It is just total confusion, neighbor. When you look at it, neighbor, it's just total confusion when you look at it. You know it.
What is local government and participatory democracy? What is that?
I have no. I know what is local government, but participating in democracy, I would expect something like that to be under constitutional reform and all of those stuff. You know, I can't understand until how confused these guys are. And Navi, these guys the PNP, they never surprise us in confusing us. They always come and confuse us, neighbor, and try to confuse the mass. That's what they're all about, confusion.
So why is gender, the elderly, and persons with disability a ministry? What is that? Why? What? That is like, isn't that two different ministries under one? Like two different ministries that the government is currently holding: gender, the elderly, and persons with disabilities.
Now, all right,
isn't that social security? Isn't that social security and gender in one? Like.
Yeah, let us use Isaac Buchanan. He is to shadow youth. No, Scratchy, where is youth in the government structure? Under education, right?
Under education, yes.
Correct. But Damian Crawford is shadowing education, early childhood development. Why not give him youth?
And neighbor, it has always been, neighbor, a thing about political parties whenever they form government to twin education and youth. So I don't know why now the PNP in opposition, neighbor, would name a shadow cabinet and separate youth from education. That's just totally madness. I don't understand these guys.
And youth social protection.
So where would you find human rights in the government?
Justice. Structure? Under the Justice Ministry.
Which means Isaac is shadowing Truck, and he's also shadowing
Dana.
No, so.
Oh.
Exactly. And I don't know, neighbor. I don't know if what these guys think. I don't know if during the week, neighbor, all of them go and bungle up what Mark Golden office and leader the opposition office where they report the duty and found them more and found them more madness because these guys are behaving delusional.
Scratchy, there's two people, there's two different ministry, there's two different shadow cabinet things that is shadowing Pernell Charles and Donovan Williams, but they are named as two different ministries. Why? There's literally two different ministries shadowing Pernell Charles and Donovan Williams.
Yeah.
I think the PNP neighbor, they're just out of their wits now. They don't know what they're doing. They're confused. And they're also trying to confuse the mass again. This is what the PNP do. Confusion.
Because, listen, social protection and social transformation,
What is
elderly
that?
and persons with disabilities.
What is social
That
protection
seems
and
like social security to me.
Yeah. What is that?
That's
Navi?
some.
What is social protection? Is
That sounds like
social security?
that sounds like when they have a special day for those things there, but that sounds like one of those theme days in the social security ministry. It sounds like a theme day thing.
And you have two persons shadowing social protection and social transformation. What on God's earth is?
Yes. And then you have elderly and persons with disabilities and gender in one shadow ministry. But why would you take that from Angela Brownberg to give it to Denise Daly? That's one ministry? That's one ministry, no neighbor. The elderly and social security. That's one ministry. That's one ministry right there.
Yeah. Ah boy. I tell you, this is crazy. Also in the news, Scratchy, the economy growing by 3 to 4%, Scratchy. That sounds exciting.
Definitely, neighbor. I saw it, neighbor, where they say it's projected to grow at 3%, neighbor, or 4%, neighbor. That's good, neighbor. We just want that to be consistent. I will continue. I would like 3 or 4% to be the new benchmark that we build from, neighbor, instead of this constant 1.5, 1.8, 1.9. I would definitely welcome a 3 or a 4% as our new benchmark to build going forward on.
Do you remember last night we were talking about the matter of economic growth, Scratchy?
Exactly.
And how important economic growth is going to be in terms of delivering on the social services that we need.
Exactly.
This is fantastic news, Scott.
Definitely, neighbor.
This is great news. This is great news.
Definitely
Neighbor,
fantastic.
I come to ask one question.
Excuse me, sir.
I come to ask
hold
one
on.
question
Excuse
and
me,
go
sir.
back.
You have to hold on. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, man, I just want to ask one question and go back.
Go ahead.
Is it presidential that's a opposition party put in a shadow cabinet and then have junior ministers in their shadow cabinet?
Junior spokesperson.
A junior spokesperson in their shadow cabinet?
That's not on you. That's not on you. There's president.
Oh, I've never seen it before. I don't think I've ever. Yeah, but maybe I wasn't looking. But
yeah, and that's how you build talent. That's how you build talent, you know, son. That's how you build talent, you know, son.
Yeah, man. But I was just listening to I was just getting a brief preview of what the shadow cabinet is, and it seems like
no, don't call it shadow cabinet here, son. It's not a shadow cabinet. It's not a shadow cabinet.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like they are the government putting in a cabinet.
Well, it seems as if they want to run. A different.
Well, all right, let them run them thing, no? We'll see what is happening.
I'm echoing.
Yeah, man, make us see what is happening still. I go on again.
All right. Let him go. Navi?
Yes, neighbor.
Hello, Navi?
Hello.
The economy is beginning to grow, Navi. 3 to 4%. How significant is that?
Yeah, but that's very significant and well for the country. I think this is what Julian Robinson was talking about when he said, what did he say about growth?
Organic growth.
Organic growth. I think this is what he was talking about, the 3 to 4%.
She's laughing. Sweet you. You keep closing your microphone, Navi. What's happening to you? Okay.
Oh, it's a bad habit.
I'll tell you something. What?
I said it's a habit. It's a bad habit. Just talk and close your microphone.
Okay. All right. Hold on for me, please. Hold on, please.
He's doing sports and labor. Wavell Hines is doing sports and labor. Yeah, he's doing labor and sports. Crystal. That is what Wavell Hines is doing.
All right, listeners, 876-858-9553 is the WhatsApp line. We go with you until 9 o'clock tonight. All right, 45 minutes to go on the show. PNP gave us a long list of persons. They call it a shadow cabinet. We are rejecting that. We are saying that's not a shadow cabinet. Mirrors the original, and what the government put in place ought to be where the PNP name their
Neighbor, you know, so them have 3 persons in the finance, 3 finance spokespersons, right?
Who are they?
So you have Senator Raymond Ferguson, Senator Lambert Brown, and Julian Robinson.
3 persons shadowing Favour Williams.
Yes, 3 persons shadowing Favour Williams.
Oh my gosh.
And then you have a made-up ministry that's given to Peter Bunting, productivity, efficiency, and competitiveness. That is literally just Arbin Hills Ministry. So why not name it Arbin Hills Ministry?
Productivity, efficiency, and competitiveness. Yeah. It's not. Arbin Hill is at industry and commerce.
I mean, Andrew Holness, economic growth and yeah, that's the Prime Minister's portfolio, economic growth. Yeah, that may talk. Boy. Bro, and tourism and linkages. What is tourism and linkages? What?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Pierre, we have anyone else online? Scratchy with us. Stay with us until 9 o'clock. Let's hear the views of the other callers. Callers, do you have a view on this? PNP's spokesperson, or do you Chops? You wanna join? I don't know what this is about. It doesn't suggest. It doesn't suggest
Let me tell you what I think it is. I think it's just noise making. It's just time for noise making. You know how toddlers always make noise, extra noise there. This is what it is.
All right.
A marching band of noise.
Yeah. It would be interesting to speak to someone from that end to find out exactly what was behind this list of persons, because I can't figure it out at all. I can't figure it out. Who else is there, please? Oh my God, no.
Hello, neighbor.
Winston, good night, sir.
Good night to you. Good night to you, Scratchy and Navi.
Yeah, you have 2 minutes,
Yes, neighbor. I wanted to add my 2 cents.
Yeah,
you know what this shadow cabinet remind me of, neighbor. It is just like when Mark Golding came to the parliament earlier on this year. And when we expect from him his budget presentation, he came back at the press conference and said to us it wasn't a budget presentation, but it was a manifesto of the government going forward. So I believe what Mark Golding has put out yesterday is, what did I say? A cabinet in waiting. I don't know, because it is the first time in my life I ever see every members from the opposition Senate has been named to be a shadow spokesperson and a ministry.
But seriously, Winston, government and governance is important to a democracy, you know. And
yes,
the opposition's role must not be undermined or underestimated. We need an effective watchdog of the government.
yes.
The government having put in place an executive, the opposition must respond responsibly with a shadow to these ministers. Where are the shadows? Where are they?
Right, to keep the ministers accountable.
Do you remember when
transparency?
Yeah. Do you remember when Audie Shaw was shadow minister for finance?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember quite vividly.
You wouldn't want a man like that shadowing you.
No, because it give you no room to wriggle through. Yeah. Every turn in the fire heel.
Yeah, he's gonna keep you and hold you accountable. So where is the shadow cabinet? Where is the shadow for Pernell Charles Jr.? Where is the shadow?
Yeah.
Talk to me, Winston. Where is the shadow?
I don't understand it either, neighbor. I got the very same question that you are asking.
Yeah, there's no neighbor.
Even Peter Bunting shadow ministry. I don't know what's that for.
Who is Peter Bunting shadowing in the government? Who?
Nobody. I don't know, neighbor. But what Mr. Mark Golding must remember, that he is the opposition leader, not the prime minister. He is not responsible to put a cabinet forward. The government had already done that. So he must come now with a shadow cabinet to keep the government accountable and for transparency. And whenever time, and if the government is pursuing a particular policy that is not effective, they must be there now to provide alternatives to the people. That's what they're there for.
Neighbor.
So can one of the comrades listening to me tell me who is shadowing Pernell Charles Jr.? Who is shadowing Floyd Green? What about Babsy Green? Who are their shadows? So when the media wants to speak to someone from the opposition, who do they call?
Maybe they will ask Mark Golding first, who never talk to. You know, seriously, neighbor.
It's a serious matter.
All of these things, Mark Golding get a chance to get away with all of these mess up because media in this country has failed our democracy, you know. That's the problem we are having, neighbor.
All right. So if there is a problem with youth, you call Isaac Buchanan.
Yeah.
But if there is a challenge with education, you call Damian Crawford.
Yeah.
What a something. And then if there's a matter with human rights, you have to call Mr. Buchanan again. But then if something is wrong with justice, who you call?
Ziluka Jess.
Zulika, yes.
So what's the difference between human rights and justice?
But the same thing, neighbor, because justice covers human rights. That's what justice is there for, to secure the rights of the person.
Hey, I'm tell you what they did. They just put it into AI and Chat GPT just gave them themes. How that happened? This is Chat GPT at work.
A neighbor, one thing I know in a neighbor, you know, I made things well deep and different in a neighbor. When you're a neighbor in a shadow cabinet in a neighbor, see like how to get certain ministry as a government minister, it's a sign of respect when you have certain top ministry. It's the same for shadow cabinets in the neighbor when you do to a certain portfolio where you put certain persons in the neighbor. And if you notice on the ministry and the shadow cabinet neighbor from the PNP, I don't know why Peter Bunting didn't take up a more popular ministry neighbor that we get Ghana some for more media coverage. I know ministry like Ministry of Security, Health, those type of spokespersons are gonna garner more media coverage from that ministry, from that shadow that Peter Bunting.
Our Minister of Investment and Industry.
Yes, so I honestly don't know why Peter Bunting was in a more popular ministry neighbor. I don't know if they're hiding him from the media. I don't know what neighbor, but I think something is there with these guys. We need to look at that neighbor. Something is there. I honestly don't know why.
And I believe, Kachi, with the vast experience of a Peter Bunting, who was a former minister of the Development Bank of Jamaica, right? I think he should give in the shadow portfolio of Minister of Investment and Industry.
Okay, so if you need someone to speak on matters of labor, you're going to call Mr. Hines, correct?
Wavell Hines.
So Wavell Hines is shadowing Pernell Charles.
Yeah. Are we shadowing Babsy? He's shadowing Babsy in sports.
So he's shadowing both Charles and Babsy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Denise Daly is shadowing gender. That's Babsy.
Yes.
Yes, and shadowing elderly.
Elderly and person with disability would be Desmond.
No, social.
No,
Labor.
that is social security.
Labor.
Labor and social security.
That will come on the labor and social security.
Labor.
That will come on the labor and social security.
Labor and social security.
Then if you okay, so okay, Mike. So if there is something up at the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, who is the media to call from the opposition?
Yeah, I think it's Lambert Brown.
Huh?
I think a Lambert Brown.
You call Wavell Hines, but if it is about elderly, you call that Dennis lady.
And then you have Angela Bomber.
This shadow cabinet neighbor, it's clearly that neighbor, the shadow cabinet was made from bagasse board in the neighbor. This cabinet is gonna fall. This is a fall in the
water.
This is a fall in the language in the neighbor. Bagasse board no last long, you know. This is a fall for itself, on its own.
Bagasse board can't take water than nail, you know.
Nothing bagasse board can't take. Just watch and see neighbor. How this bagasse board will fall within 2-3 months time.
Let's try and figure it out here. Let's figure it out. So gender is Babsy. Correct? Panel?
Yes.
Yes.
So if there is a matter with gender, you call Denise.
Mm-hmm.
And but if it is about labor, is Wavell Hines.
Yes, you call Wavell Hines.
So who is the Minister of Gender, the Elderly and Persons with Disabilities? Who is Denise Daly shadowing?
Her reflection.
No, it's not a joke. It's a serious question. Who is Denise Daly shadowing in the cabinet of Jamaica? Who? She's the shadow of who?
I don't know, neighbor.
Can't answer me. And I'm asking a serious
She's
question.
not a
I
shadow.
personally believe, neighbor, that even Mr. Mark Golden would have difficulty explain this to a journalist.
Uh-huh. All right. So water and special projects. Okay, so we have a minister of water and environment. No, so
Yeah.
what is Matthew Samuda's ministry?
Minister
I
of
believe
Water,
climate change is also what it
Water
is.
and Climate Change.
I believe climate change is what it is.
I think Glenn is there too.
No,
I-
Lan is with
No.
I think Lan is with Bobby.
Oh, Lana Bobby.
Okay, so water is Matthew.
Yes.
Where is special projects?
Yeah,
in the government?
water mining and climate change. Yeah.
special projects is with Andrew Wheatley.
Oh, okay. So Ian Hales is shadowing Matthew
And Wheatley.
and Wheatley.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see. So, but Omar Newell is also shadowing environment and climate resilience. Which government minister has environment?
Samuda's
water.
climate.
Samuda.
Samuda's climate.
Samuda.
So therefore, Hales and Newells are shadowing Samuda
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And
Two
also
for one.
Andrew Wheatley.
and Wheatley.
Yes.
Wheatley.
My God.
And the Prime Minister too, neighbor, because it is in the office of the Prime Minister.
Yeah,
So it
because
must
the
be
Prime Minister is dealing with
also.
special projects.
Uh-huh. Then how are they going to shadow it? How are they going to do that? How are they going to shadow all these three ministers? I don't. So who has housing? Who is the housing minister?
The Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister.
OPM.
Yes.
Yeah,
The Prime
OPM.
Minister is responsible for housing.
You have to throw Floyd Morrison in there so too.
Yes.
Yeah, Fly Morrison housing.
So he's also shadowing the Prime Minister.
Yes.
And what about sustainable living? What is that?
I don't know what is that, neighbor.
I don't know what's that, neighbor.
I couldn't tell you what is sustainable living.
That would be a theme under the Ministry of Economic Growth. That would
But
be like a theme.
but I
under the
believe that
Ministry of Economic
sustainable.
Growth. Yeah,
I
that would
believe
be.
that sustainable living will come on the environment.
No, not environment.
No, that
It
would
can't
be in the
it
Prime
can't be under
Minister's
environment.
office.
No,
No,
it
that
can't
would be in
be
the
under
Prime
environment.
What
Minister's
I'm
office.
saying, Scratchy, if you have an environment that is being well taken care of, it will provide sustainable living.
Yeah, but when them say sustainable
It
living,
is-
they already it could fall under social, or it could fall under Ministry of Economic Growth or Job
And it
Creation.
could also form under the Ministry of Health, also health and wellness, sustainable living. You see?
Yeah.
So it is a theme, not a ministry. It's a theme. That theme could fall under any one of those ministries. It could fall under health and wellness, it could fall under environment, and it could fall under the economic growth ministry.
Guys, give me a break. Give me a break. Listeners, if you're in the United States, we need a little help, you know. 876-858-9553. We're asking about 10 of you tonight to throw in $20 to the show, the Network Politics Plus. There are some challenges over here that needs to be taken care of, all right? 876-858-9553. We have fallen behind in a lot of things, and there's a lot of things that we have that we need to get done that cannot be done unless you help. So hear me now. You're going to have to tap the screen. You're going to have to share the live. You're going to have to help us achieve the live goal, and you're going to have to send a WhatsApp to that number, 876-858-9553. You're going to have to send through something tonight. Or we may not be able to come here tomorrow. You notice the TV behind me is blank. Nothing can company. Things are that bad, okay?
BT, I go ahead with the neighbor. See you. TV blank.
You notice the TV behind me, not the panel. Seriously though, 8876-858-9553. At least 5 of you, please. At least 5 of you, please send through something to that WhatsApp that number and send through something to the Cash App or the Zelle account. You have to do it tonight before 9 o'clock. All right, please. Farmer Brown, how you doing? Tap the screen and share the live, please, and help us achieve the live goal. We are behind here, right? And struggling a bit. Chip in and help us. We beg you, please.
Neighbor, somebody in the comment is asking you to repeat the number, please.
My PA is on top of that. 876, post that for me, PA. (876-858-9553). Okay, look on your screen. The Zelle information is going to come up now, and also the Cash App. Please, we're asking you to chip in and help. It does cost to do 2 shows per day. It does cost, yeah? And we are asking you to help us tonight. All right, please. All right. We're trying to make sense of a bit of nonsense. And trust me, we haven't been able to do so. We have a new call online. Let's bring him in. Maybe he can help us. Is it Clinton? Good night to you, Clinton. Good night, sir. Open your microphone. Good night. Hello? Take down the Monday for me, here. Hello, sir? All right, let's get back to the panel that we have. Yeah, let's see if we can take some new persons. Guys, hold on there for me. Hello, sir?
Hello, neighbor. How you doing?
Yeah, man. Good night.
Good night.
I'm fine. Hi.
Listening to your program. Interesting. What my 2 cents is, I think it's just another trick or another plot to keep the people busy, keep relevant, keep them talking. As long as we're talking and we're pushing, they can just keep on pushing a narrative about, I feel like it's a straight attack on the government, to keep the people talking, keep their base talking, stay in the mix of things. I don't see anything coming out of this, but just pure noise. That's all.
But sir, shouldn't we expect better from an opposition that wants to be government?
We should, but here we are talking about a party that has had its chance for the last 18 years and has done nothing with it. This right now is just straight redemption and revenge, I would think. You know what I mean?
But isn't this an insult? Isn't this an insult to the democracy and to the intelligence of the people for you to come out with a shadow cabinet and you're not shadowing anyone?
It's definitely an insult. It's definitely an insult and a disrespect to the Jamaican people.
Where is the shadow cabinet? Because shadow means you mirror. Shadow means whatever I put up, you put someone that covers me. And it is necessary, sir. It is very necessary. I told you the moments ago that Audley Shaw was almost a nemesis to Omar Davies as a shadow spokesman on finance. He was very effective.
That's true.
And an opposition, sir, can cause a government to do well.
It can, but it almost like I'm wondering if Mr. Golden even have control over the party, or is he just trying to keep everybody happy? You know, because that's what it looked like. Like when Oprah Winfrey was handing out cars on her talk show. You know, you get a ministry, you get a ministry, everybody get a ministry. You know, and I also heard Dean Jackson that senior journalist on one of her YouTube podcasts saying Mr. Holness was handing out cabinets. And I don't hear she come out and make no regards to what Mr. Golden has done. So I don't know why the media is so hush about it as well. And this man has 36 people in a cabinet and talking about there's no expense to the Jamaican people.
But sir, seriously, we don't have a shadow cabinet at this time. We don't.
It's not a shadow cabinet. I don't even know why they're calling it that. It's straight mockery. It's an insult and a disrespect to the Jamaican people and to Mr. Holness administration.
Yeah. You agree with that, Scratchy?
100% Neighbour, 100% Neighbour. It's an insult, Neighbour, to the administration and to Jamaicans by extension, Neighbour. You cannot come, Neighbour. You're not the governing party. You don't have the privilege or the luxury to come and tweet or change the name of any ministry. You are shadowing. You shadow, you follow what you're shadowing. That's what you're supposed to do. You mirror. You mirror. And it would work better in your own hands too. I want to give you a little advice. It will work better, Neighbour, if they just follow the current name of the ministry and go and come with this madness that they come because they're confusing their own people now. They don't understand, Neighbour, that there are people in the lesser part of the educational level in the country, you know. So them worse not going to understand if we there and can't understand. So let them go on with them foolish and think them can come trick Jamaicans no more. Total madness, Neighbour. Total disrespect to us. And I don't applaud it one bit. I'm glad Jamaica reject them September 3rd.
It should be rejected, sir, and I think it should be withdrawn and a proper cabinet announced for the people of Jamaica. The democracy demands that, sir. That's what the democracy asks for. That's how government works in Jamaica. We don't have a shadow cabinet, and therefore, media should not call any of these because we don't know who to call. PNP withdraw this and come with a proper shadow cabinet. All right, sir?
Yes, sir. All righty.
Great. Tahira?
Neighbour, good night.
I
Neighbour,
thought
when I saw this, Neighbour, I started to wonder if the PNP is sending a signal that if they are ever to be the government of Jamaica, if they're going to create new ministries, are they saying they're going to reform the ministries? Because this is total rubbish. Literally. Total rubbish, Neighbour. Most of them shadow cabinet ministers or spokespersons are shadowing each, like they're tangling, Neighbour, like two persons under this, like for instance, one minister now, Neighbour, all three persons are interfering in a field ministry, Neighbour. So when I want information or somebody to counteract, me can't go to Damien alone because education and youth and for Damien and education and child development and somebody else get youth, Neighbour. So I don't understand that, Neighbour. Why did they decide that they would tune or change ministries to fit themselves? I am getting the sense that they are trying to reform the ministries and they would have changed them and give them brand new ministries, Neighbour. That is what I get from it. They're sending a signal.
Tahira, they plan to stall the government. Neighbour, imagine you as a minister, government minister right now, Neighbour, and three different shadows are request information from you. What time you have to support that? What time your staff have to support that kind of madness?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what to think, honestly. I am so lost because Nikisha Burchell is doing culture and create. How I don't culture creative studies information.
Yeah. Where is the shadow cabinet? Where is the
This is
shadow cabinet?
ridiculous, Neighbor.
Neighbor, you
In
know what I think, Scotty? I think that this is like, you know, when if something was to happen, neighbor, like them would like four, like three of them would keep a press conference. Three of them would keep up. It's like when time athletes get traded or something. You see the general manager, and the athletes, and then the coach, and then the assistant coach. I think that is it. You see, like everything happened. Like three of them would have come out and say, but this, but that. So I guess the PNP is planning to give the media a lot of work. So every time something
Okay, I get
happens,
what you're saying. So if education and youth know, they would have get Damien to do his part and the other person to come do them part, neighbor. So two persons would address the one minister, or three persons would address that one minister. I don't understand this.
And sometimes shadow minister have the opportunity to request information from the minister from you. So imagine 3 persons request information from you. Your staff is twined up in that you can't get the work done. This is madness. This is sabotage at the highest level. This is treasonous, neighbor. We're planning to overthrow the government.
yes.
Yeah, but it's giving a yes, Scratchy. That's the vibe I'm getting, overthrowing the government. Or trying to say, here what? I am not going to shadow the government. I'm going to do my own thing. I am doing what I want to do, neighbor. That's what I get.
you know,
It's what the
what?
PNP want. And remember them say it's PNP country, neighbor. So they might do what PNP want to do, because this don't make no sense.
You know what to tell you? I think what I think is what Scotchy is talking about. You see, so instance somebody comes out, like Damien comes out and says something, neighbor, and it's a wrong information, you know. And then Isaac comes out and says something. By the time the Jamaican people hear it in a neighbor, if that minister and that statement or somebody come to correct it, neighbor, there's already three different versions of the story already out there, neighbor. So it's just more disinformation and more confusion, because somebody can be briefing and they say something wrong, and then it takes them out 3 days to retract the statement. Then another person comes out and says this has 3 different versions, and if nobody knows the truth, and then when the minister comes out, it's going to be as defensive.
Yeah. All right. Winston. All right.
Well, I'm here.
Yeah, Winston. All right. Take care of yourself here, so we want to take up some other people.
Yes, neighbor, not a problem. I'm listening.
All right. Cool. Thank you so much. It appears as if we have 2 separate governments in Jamaica. That is what it is looking like. We don't have a government and an opposition, which is what the democracy calls for. A government and an opposition.
Neighbor, I'm going to leave, but I had a question. I wasn't here from the start of the live, so I don't know if you addressed it, but I wanted to get your views on the whole Dr. What's his name? Ajay, I don't remember his last name, that ran in the election, and he's now suspended by Sarah. Yeah. I want your opinion on that, neighbor, because the last time I checked, their staff orders in place, last amended in 2004 by Omar Davies, and they're saying that
good night to the panel.
Is trying to overthrow the democratic right of citizens to participate or be a part of.
Good night to the panel, neighbor.
Neighbor, so what is your view on that, neighbor?
Why was it? Why did it wait for the elections to be over for this to come out?
Neighbor, I think they said that he was emailed about the matter, and
why was it not public knowledge?
I think it's just because he got suspension now, neighbor. Why he made it public?
Yeah, because they gave him an email about the matter and he ignored it, neighbor. I think that he thought he
didn't ignore it. He did not ignore it, Tyra. That's not what he said. He said that he was going to his meeting and he doesn't even know how it became public. So that's what he said to the newspaper. He never said him ignore it. He said he's going.
The man that ran against Mr. Morgan, is a doctor at the Maypen Hospital.
Yes, neighbor. He's a
That
medical
man
doctor.
I saw on the top of his car tearing off his shirt.
He's a
Yes,
medical
exactly.
resident. So he's a medical
Neighbor,
resident.
working.
Yes,
That man is a
neighbor.
doctor, sir, at the Maypen Hospital.
He's
Yeah,
a
he's a
resident
doctor.
at that.
You know, Scratchy, the other night you spoke about the rule of law
Yes.
and that we don't respect the rule of law in Jamaica. You know, Scratchy, there are people in this country that ought not to be involved in politics while they are retaining certain positions in certain places. Is that correct?
I fully agree, 100%.
Yes, and therefore, if there are staff rules and staff orders, and you violate them, and you are being, you know, there are processes. So why should that be a problem?
Neighbor, I heard them say, neighbor, how it is unconstitutional and it's wrong.
And
But
it's political
and it is
victimization.
politically motivated, and I don't get that, neighbor. And they're going to compare it and say a lot of politicians are what they would say lawyers and health professionals, but a lot of them are in private practice. When you are a public servant, your rules are not the same as somebody who has their own private practice, neighbor. And I don't get the comparison of them saying this person from that side is a doctor, or this person, neighbor. It doesn't make any sense to try to. They like to spin the rules and spin the laws and orders in this country, neighbor, when it doesn't suit them. Because I remember that Nestor Morgan was working at OPM, neighbor, and he had to resign. Tova had to resign from TPD, and Rhoda had to resign from Hart, neighbor, to run in the elections that they ran in, neighbor. So I do not know what why it's a big matter now, neighbor, when other persons did what they had to do to run for the office, neighbor.
Let me look at that.
Neighbor, the funny thing is,
let me look at it.
Julian Robinson reported her.
Let me look at it. Thank you, Tahira. I'm going to check on it.
All right.
Caller, good night. Caller, open your microphone, please, sir. Good night, caller. Wow, I tell you the truth, it's
Yes, neighbor.
Why you close your mic, sir? You have noisy background.
Yeah, good night to the panel, neighbor.
Good night, sir. Hi. Good night, sir.
Yeah, cannot chip in and chip out. The internet cannot chip in and chip out.
I'm hearing you.
Look like West Indies and Pakistan are play a match only, man.
I want to caution Nevi. What's your name? Nevi? I want to caution Nevi a little, you know. What's your name, Nevi?
Go ahead, sir.
There's no comfort to that shadow cabinet. There's no comfort. Yeah, I don't want any mixed signal. I don't want you saying this and saying that, sending mixed signal. There's no comfort to that shadow cabinet. It's just pure madness, full stop. It's just pure madness. And it goes to show that PMP have no plans. And it also show that what is taking place in the country today. It also show that what is taking place in the country today is bigger than PMP. You with me, neighbor?
Yeah, no, back up a little though, sir. What is the caution to Nabi?
Exactly.
Because she's trying to say that she was understanding the cabinet. She says madness, and she's talking like she understands at the same time.
No, you understand that too, student.
So it's outright madness.
No, man, not like that, bro.
So we don't want it pure that.
She wasn't doing that, sir. She wasn't doing that.
It's an outright madness.
She wasn't understanding
No,
nothing.
at one stage she said she understand.
No, she never said that. No, man.
So she has to kill.
At no time she never said that.
It's an outright madness.
Yes, that was her point all along. She never
But
said
it appear when at one stage it appear like she said she understand.
No,
so we don't want to send any message.
Sir, me there here with her upon the panel and we have the discussion and me tell you at no point in time she wasn't like that, no point in time.
No, but something pass, you know. Something pass, we don't draft.
No, nothing pass, my man. I use something pass because cricket are going on, you know, West Indies and Pakistan.
No, how is it pass me? Remember,
West Indies and Pakistan are playing in the background.
No, sir, I don't listen cricket, you know.
Yeah, Brian Lara about right now.
See, I slip up. See your brain slip up, you know, man. See, I make your brain slip up, you know.
My brain slip up.
Lara left cricket almost 15 years ago.
All right, go through, right? Go through. The point you're making, sir, is that we don't have a shadow cabinet. That's what my point. We don't.
Yes, full stop. That's what I'm saying. Neighbor.
You know, sir, this must not go unnoticed, you know.
No.
The PNP is not right now participating in the democracy. And you know the other thing I want to talk about, I think I will talk about it tomorrow. My time is going. You see these committees, you see these committees that the PNP is saying that they should chair in Parliament? No. Yeah. They are not to chair those committees. They are not.
And neighbor, before you go, neighbor.
I don't agree with Mr. Golding on to put opposition in charge of these committees. Because I tell you something, you see, sir. You see your opponent, you see a man who's opposing you.
Must be valid.
You better know how you're dealing with him.
They must be valid.
Oh, well, I don't know what you mean.
Their content must be valid at all times. Anyway. And we don't see that in this opposition. We don't see that in this opposition. We hear them talk a lot of madness after in time. Unnecessary. We hear them with this unnecessary argument after in time.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned Ardishaw. You mentioned Ardishaw earlier. You mentioned Ardishaw earlier, Mr. Neighbor.
Yes.
I miss that man, you know. I miss that man.
He's not dead, you know.
I know, but he's not in politics.
Oh.
I miss him outside of politics.
Okay, yes.
I miss him out of politics. Yeah, man, I miss him out of politics. That man is a great man.
Yes.
And that man can find out what he wants to find out. And that man is very diligent.
And that tells you that an opposition spokesman can be effective in holding government accountable and to allow transparency in government, sir.
Yes, sir. But what we lacking out of the JLP, Mr. Neighbor? I want you to advise the JLP, Mr. Neighbor. The JLP lacking some PR. Them lacking some PR.
Who lack the PR?
JLP, them lacking the PR.
Oh, I never know
the vocalness. The vocalness is missing, Mr. Neighbor.
Then why you don't help them? Why you don't help them?
We need some vocalness. We need some vocalness from the JLP.
We need vocalness. I see. Hold on there for me, sir.
So the JLP just been an election on September 3rd.
I agree with you.
Yes, sir.
You need some vocalness from the Jamaica Labour Party.
Not even a month ago. You know when they win an election, not even a month ago.
Boy, I tell you something. This is all very exciting.
But listen me. I'm not referring to the month ago.
Yeah,
this is beyond. This is beyond.
They need to talk up more.
There
Yes,
needs to
sir.
be more vocalness.
A vocalness, yeah, I agree with you.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let me ask you this. So, give us an example of the type of vocalness that you're talking about.
Okay. There are a lot of issues. There are a lot of issues. We see, we call it Mr. Golden, Mark Golden, the leader of the opposition. Him spoke about transparency when him take over government.
Huh?
Him talk about transparency when him going to government.
Uh-huh.
Him said him take over government. It's gonna be pure transparency.
I see. And when is that?
And we see him put in a man in a government who been charged.
Hold on with that.
And all of these things. Yes.
Hold on with that one, because you see, I don't have the facts there, so I don't know nothing about him.
So listen now.
It's a matter that I am prepared to discuss when I have gathered the facts. You hear, sir?
Yes, sir. But what I'm saying to you,
I'm looking at it, sir.
Some of the messages I'm trying to bring across, Mr. Neighbor. The government need to remind Mr. Golden of some of these things. And there was a saying from Mr. Golden about the salary, what him going to do with his salary. Instead of give it back. Instead of return back the salary, him say he was going to do some volunteering business. I don't hear the government follow up on none of those issues.
The government can't follow up that big man and one personal salary that.
Him say I'll give him money to charity, that government have nothing to do with that.
No, government have nothing to do with that, sir. Big man, and the man's salary way more. Government can't tell you if you do your salary.
No, him make a promise, no man. Remember say make a promise.
Him can't say no can't make any promise. Anala, him no broke no law.
No, then if you go break your promise, then we can't trust you. The point of me make to you now, you know. The point of me make to you now,
when me I say to you is the government can't waste them time on that. The government, there's so much issue out there for the government to talk about that. Remember I used to the government to be vocalist, you know.
Nah man, remember say government big man, you can't touch some style, man. And that politics mean, brother. You can't touch some little point.
Time for that.
You know what Donald Trump use and win? You know what Donald Trump use and win America?
Jesus Christ.
You don't know what Donald Trump use and win.
Before you tell me, I will say
Donald Trump tell America.
Before you tell me, I will say one thing to you. The election was a month ago, you know. Less than a month ago, you know. So you got to think about what use and win, and a man win less than a month ago now.
Me go show you PR me I show you. PR me I show you. Donald Trump, Joe Biden when they're in front of Donald Trump, you know. Leading up to the election, Joe Biden when they're in front of Donald Trump. And you know what Donald Trump tell Americans say? If me not win election, America gonna be a bloodbath. And the people run like they're mad and go vote for Donald Trump. One speech what the man make. So you see your PR have a lot to do with in a government, brother. Strategy, PR, your strategy must come from PR. Your strategy, etc.
Right, so you have 2 minutes.
What's up, neighbor? Good night, Scotty. Good night to you,
bless up, bro.
Well, I'm doing well, you know. Can't complain. I forget God thanks. Don't it, neighbor?
Yes.
Yes. But neighbor, listening to your
No,
neighbor. It is short, and I just wanted to help me. And I'm glad Scratchy is on the program to help me. Would you agree with me that the shadow cabinet that Mr. Golden has announced? Would you?
I don't want to call it a shadow cabinet, because it is not.
Call it
a team of spokesperson or something else.
Well, it is what it is, neighbor. He says it's his shadow cabinet, neighbor. So I'm saying
But you know,
scratchy,
so
and I am saying
we have to be more intellectually astute.
It's a buffet. It's a buffet.
A shadow mirrors an original. This is not mirroring anything.
Right,
So
right.
our listeners.
But, all right, neighbor, I'm getting to the point because I wanted to get to our next column.
Yes.
And I want Scratchy to help me. You help me. When I see when we see neighbor the announcement of what the PMP have announced, I would you agree with me that Mr. Golden have announced, because let me get it straight, neighbor. Each and every president of the People's National Party that lose on general election since Portia Simpson Miller, I can record, have been resigned. And Mr. Golden know that it is on the lips of the delegates and the comrades that he should be resigned. He just reward all of these persons to keep them quiet and keep them working.
That is how you surmise it, sir? That's what you think?
That's how I surmise it, neighbor. To keep these people, give everybody something to do to keep them quiet and keep them working. That's nobody even remember that I lost an election some months ago or some time ago. You don't see that way, neighbor? Scratchy.
Scratchy, take that.
I mean, maybe to an extent, yes, Horatio, but when I look on it different. Whether they are in the shadow cabinet or not gonna change in terms of whatever salary they may get as a minister, as a member of parliament. It not change whether them going in the shadow cabinet or not. Whatever stipend them collect as
but look at it this way, Scratchy.
As a senator, it not change.
Look at it this way, Scratchy. You name in a shadow cabinet and not name a certain person into your shadow cabinet, knowing that you have person who sitting and waiting.
Who's that certain person?
A Damien,
Damien in a shadow cabinet, man.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying a Damien and Michael Phillips, and the list goes on and on and on. It's not even Damien alone. I'm saying, remember, other people in the People's National Party have people who they support, even though Mark Golding is the leader.
Everybody unite at 36, no? Everybody unite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Scratchy. That's what I'm saying. Would you agree with me that he give everybody a position to keep them quiet?
Why would I say call it in a position, come in the perks, you don't get an office being a shadow cabinet minister, you don't get come in the office, you don't get no extra staff. You don't really come in any perks.
So. What the gentleman is trying to tell you is, one, having your shadow cabinet and incorporating the people that were elected MPs into your shadow cabinet. And if it is that there is camp regard being laid against the PNP, then such can be also levied against the government, in that the government have a very large cabinet. So what the gentleman is saying in essence is the PNP with Mark Golding, one, incorporated as much as he can so as to give everybody something to do, a role that will seemingly quell any aspiration of having the leader being removed.
Thank you.
The next thing I want to
sorry, Impact, you have to correct the something there. Are we not hearing you well at all?
Well, it's because I'm at work.
Oh.
Right. And the space is very open. So that is what I am putting forward. The next thing, it is quite simple. I look at the shadow cabinet and I look at the title. And I hear people making a mockery of the title, asking, what are these? Let me just put something out there. As per the Westminster system, it is incumbent on the government to create a cabinet it is also incumbent on the opposition leader to create a shadow cabinet, not necessarily reflecting the government. That is first and foremost. Now, there are two shadow cabinet portfolios I'm looking at from the PNP that I find very interesting. That of Peter Bunting and whomsoever have the portfolio of rural and community development. I am looking to see
Hold on,
what will be the
friend.
outcome.
Hold on, Impact.
Yes.
Westminster.
Yes.
The system of the concept of a shadow cabinet.
Yes.
Under the Westminster system.
Yes.
Is that the government's cabinet?
Yes.
Allows the opposition to create a mirror of it.
Yes.
It don't have to be precisely of the same thing, but it should
Very
at
good.
least. Sorry, sir.
Very good.
Yes, that's what the system. You know.
When you make the point that doesn't have to, that is key. The opposition by law, as per the Westminster system, do not have to mirror the shadow cabinet. That is by law. And if it is, we are accustomed to opposition mimicking the government. But as per law, it doesn't have to. And I think we have to observe that. No law says, as per the Westminster system, that the opposition must directly.
Yes, sir, but
mirror.
if you are going to speak of a shadow, cabinet, you can't have a cabinet of 20 and your shadow cabinet is 36. That's not a shadow.
No. I think we're missing something here. When one says shadow cabinet, it means primarily that you are not the cabinet, your opposition spokesperson. Yes? Oppositional spokesperson. I am not, this is not to heap praise on the opposition leader, you know. This is to clarify what are facts. So the argument to say that it's not a shadow cabinet, and to the extent of saying, quote unquote, I don't know what this is, it's flawed. It is.
No, I'm not hearing you so good at all. I don't know why.
All right. I'm gonna have to call you back tomorrow when I'll be out of the noise.
Yeah, but you know, if you could just maybe put the speaker up a little bit more, because I'd love to hear you.
Confusing.
Oh, my phone did down for you. My phone did turn down. I'm sorry. Are you hearing me better now?
Your phone turned down?
Yeah, it turned down. Are you hearing me better now?
Are we hearing him a little better, listeners? Are you hearing him a little better?
Maybe he must sound like him in a warehouse and sound far out.
Yeah, man, that's where I'm at. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that is the reason why it is difficult for you to hear me.
Okay. Call me back tomorrow when you have better better connection.
Good.
Okay. All right. Listeners, listen. The government appoints a cabinet. Okay? The opposition is to mirror the government's appointments. It's plain and simple. You can't. What we have here is confusing. It is confusing because, as I explained, when things go wrong in a ministry, media will need to call opposition spokespersons to address it. Opposition spokesperson also create policies for the alternative government. right? And this what we see here is you know, it seems as if they are competing with the government rather than trying to shadow or hold the government accountable. That's how I see it. USA? Yes, sir. Hello? Hello? Okay. Power man, take us out.
Yes, neighbor. Good night. Good night, neighbor.
Great to have you. How are you, sir?
Yes, I'm okay, sir. And big up Mr. Scratch, the man with the plethora of information. Big up.
Bless up, Mr. Powerman.
Yes, neighbor. What I've said and done, I'm gonna give you a sentence to close off. It's very loady cross, neighbor. It's so loady cross.
This is all very exciting.
It is preposterous.
Yes, sir. Preposterous. Somebody in the chat said preposterous.
I can't believe it.
That's
Boy, I tell you
ridiculous.
something. This is all very exciting.
You know something? They are giving us some more time. Listeners, they're giving us a little bit more time. Hold on there, Power Man. They're giving us some more time. Okay, Henriquez just saved the night. All right, Thomas, good night. Thomas? Courtney? Fantastic night, 20 minutes after 9 o'clock. 876-858-9553. Come help us, please. Cash up, Zelle, please. Good night, Kimmy. How you doing? Okay, Henriquez. Wow. USA, you're back?
Yes, I'm back, neighbor. How are you, man?
I'm not too bad. No, not too bad. Not too bad at all, sir. How are you doing?
Well, we on top of the world tonight, and
You're on top of the world?
we have to give God thanks for that. Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, that's nice.
We here, having a glass of wine and stuff like that with my friends, listening to your program as usual, and very. Yes, sir.
Wow.
And
that's
we're very interesting in your program. I'm telling you, you don't know what you're doing to the outside world. You know what I mean?
Say that again.
I said you don't know what you're doing to the outside world.
What am I doing, sir?
What you're doing, you are enlightening us about what's going on in Jamaica, and you're putting your program, putting Jamaica at the front, that the world understand what's going on with our beautiful islands, and what the Prime Minister. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I didn't realize that.
Well, I lost a word, but yes, your program, it's the number one on TikTok.
Is the WhatsApp?
I said your program is the number one on TikTok.
On TikTok, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is that so?
Because the world listening to you, because you're educating a lot of people who does not live in Jamaica about Jamaica.
I think it's against
I with my friends them right now, and
You are with your friends
they
now,
not
sir?
belong. Them on a Jamaican neighbor. Them on a Jamaican, and them ask me about your program, how they can get in contact with you, and all of those stuff. Come on.
Well, give them the number 876-858-9553. I'd love to talk to them. Wow. Is there anyone there with you now?
Yes, I sure I do.
Let me talk.
Hold on. I'm gonna put you onto one of my guys. Come on. His name is Neighbour.
Yeah, Neighbour.
My
Hello?
brother, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How about you, my brother?
My goodness, sir. I am elated, flabbergasted even for talking to you from the Big Apple.
Oh no, I'm down in Georgia.
Oh, you're in Georgia.
Atlanta.
Oh, well, that's even
Atlanta.
greater.
Yeah. Atlanta.
Listen to that. And you are gathered, you are gathered there listening to me, sir?
Yeah, my neighbor, he's from Jamaica, so when he's in town and visit, I've been able to hear him on the radio talking to you, listen to your program. So I'm curious. I just been getting enlightened about Jamaica. I've never been, so I'm getting more to learn the culture and everything that's going on.
You're an American, sir? You're an American?
Yes, that's what they say.
And you're listening
yeah,
to Jamaica. This is fun. Hold on,
very exciting.
Hold on there for me, sir.
I'm a freelance citizen at this point.
Oh. Well, I tell you something, sir. This is very interesting.
Say what now?
It's all over the world.
Yeah, so I've been hearing a lot of good stuff you've been talking about. So I was like it's been intriguing.
Yes.
So I was like, wow, I gotta come to Jamaica one day. So yeah, I've never been.
You have never been to Jamaica?
Never.
And you are thinking of coming here, sir?
Yeah, I've been listening to the program when my neighbor come in town. He's from Jamaica, so every time he come in, I'm able to listen to the program. I'm like, man, I want to go. I gotta go there and see people. Yeah, so it's on my bucket list.
You hear that? This gentleman, he's never been to Jamaica. He just listens to Hello Neighbour Primetime, and he's deciding that he wants to come to Jamaica. What a thing.
Save up.
Huh?
I'm gonna save up and come. You're
gonna save up and come. Look at that. Oh,
I'm gonna tap back into the radio station too. When I get there, you're gonna be like, I'm like, hey, I'm the guy from Atlanta who said I was gonna come.
Yes, sir. I tell you something. Look at the time. It's 26 minutes after 9 o'clock. Oh my goodness, we're running out of time, but it's fine here. Oh, we are having people from Georgia.
Hey, Neighbour.
Good night, sir.
I told you that a international guy. I just want you to believe what I say to you. My permanent address when I came to this country, it was Rhode Island.
Yes.
But my third home is in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
And my first home is in St. Thomas, Jamaica. And I did tell you that we do business there. We have rental car company there. We have properties, we build houses, stuff like that. So we're doing a lot for Jamaica. So, you know, you have a
rental car. You have a rental car company in Jamaica.
Yes, we have a rental. Yes, sir. Yes, we do. And we since the Prime Minister opened up certain stuff to us that we can do business there more easier. There is no complication. That's the reason why we take advantage of it, and we're doing business there. We have a home there too. So, man, it's like we love what's going on. And your program, we share it with people who doesn't belongs to Jamaica, like live in Jamaica, a citizen of Jamaica, the Americans. So we share your program with them, and we link together. You know what I mean?
Wow. What are you saying to me?
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
And
Hold on for me, USA. PA, make sure you get his number for me. You hear? We need a car. We need a car for this weekend.
Neighbor.
Oh no. Here I come.
Big Dennis Brown for the folks in America. We're playing this for our friends over there, you know?
No wish to be with no
We have to leave you now in the USA. You have to link us back again.
Listen, I'll be touch base with you tomorrow, 11 o'clock. If
11
we
o'clock.
doesn't come alive, if we doesn't come alive because we're working, but we're still listening to your program. We all do listening to your program.
Yes. All right.
And today when you was calling, like I think you were saying like you need like another 100 or 50 people or whatever, we donate.
You did?
Yes, we do. We donate to the United States line account with the Cash App. That's what we donate.
All right, great man.
Yes, we go with Carolina or Carolina, some whatever.
Fantastic. You got it right. You got it.
Yeah, you go. See, we're not lying, man. We love you, man. We love you. You're doing a good thing for our country, man.
Fantastic.
As my friend that was saying, you know, is he leaving that? I said, no, he's gonna be there. No, he ain't going nowhere. Because you are the voice for our country. You know what I mean?
Oh my! Wow. Well, I tell you something, sir. I'll be taking a hop over to see you guys one of these days. Okay.
And another thing. You know, I know you're over your time. You know, you have your bills, but during the election, when we was listening to you, we got over 40 people listening to your live. You know, the internet was having some problem, but we didn't leave. And you are the first one who called that election for the Jamaica Labour Party.
Yes, we did. Yes.
Okay, so no other talk shows or the news media or whatever. You know, you are the first one who called the election for the Jamaica Labour Party, and we get excited so much. And another thing, I'm gonna leave you, McWee. I'll catch you tomorrow. But another thing with the election with our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, when the other guy was you know, the so-called on top winning the guy, you know, winning our Prime Minister, we know what was going on. We know that the boxes that didn't count from our stronghold with the Honorable Prime Minister. We know that. So we didn't get scared about it, but a lot of people get scared. You know, and when it called, we all was celebrating, man. So big up, neighbor. We touch base tomorrow, and God bless to you, man. And continue have that voice for Jamaica, because I know you love your country, our country.
Well,
our country. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And you are one of the voices we stand up for us because we are not there. And God bless you, man. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, made my night. Lovely, sir. Oh,
it's all positive. It's all positive.
Take care, everybody. Take care of my sons.
Yes, big up to Power Man. I know he's the one who closed you off, and that guy is very, very fantastic. Take it easy. We're going.
All right, sir. Great.
Catch you tomorrow.
Catch you tomorrow.